Today I'm going to figure out if it's worth it to buy a $1,000 used BMW that I haven't seen run yet. So last weekend I picked up a used 83 BMW R65 and today we're going to do a little work on her and see if she runs. Because the bike's been sitting and the gas cap is actually missing off of it, I want to pull off the fuel line and the pop off the float bowl, drain the carb, drain the tank, and get some fresh gas in it before we try and start it. Unfortunately, I couldn't just drain the gas tank. I had to pull it off because there must be so much rust in it. The fuel's just not flowing. So we'll turn it upside down, we'll pour it out, and we'll see how much rust is in there and how much we have to deal with. Well, I just pulled out the fuel petcock, and this is easily one of the strangest things I've ever seen. It came out in pieces and twisted apart because somebody, it looks like they sealed the gas tank with some kind of liner where it must have been rusted, and they probably didn't take the fuel petcock out. So it was just like pouring a bunch of plastic into the gas tank, and it's just jammed everything up. It's going to take a little work to get that all cleaned out. So here's hoping it's not too major, but the petcock there is pretty roached out. I can make it work temporarily, but it's going to need a replacement. With the float bowl off of the carburetor, I don't know if you can see or not, but the petrol's a really crazy red color. And I drained the tank and it was really red, and that's the color of that plastic that looks like it was poured into the tank to line it. So I don't know if I'm going to have to just try and strip out that tank, or right now I'm just going to try and clean things up and get some fuel flowing through it with a fuel filter on it and see if it starts. The tank's back on, and I cleaned just enough of that plastic gunk out to where I think I can get it started, but it's temporary with a capital T kind of a fix. So we got the fuel flowing, it's flowing through the filter, and it ended up deposited very nicely on the cement below the bike because the carb's leaking, so that's the next thing to tackle. It looks like it's holding fuel now. The float bowl gasket's not in good shape, but it's holding fuel, so let's turn it over. The battery's been trickle charged, and let's see if we get anything out of it. I stopped myself just before starting it because I realized I hadn't checked the oil. Checked the oil. I don't know if there's any at all in the bike, and I have no idea what it takes. So I've got to hit the internet, find out some specs on it, and I'm actually going to call it a day for today. It's getting late, and we'll pick it up another time. That's episode 1.